Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with my review of the BBK X-pipe, available for 2005 to 2010 GT Mustangs. In this video, we're going to be talking about a few different things, including the sound of this X-pipe, the materials and construction, and the install. I'll talk more about this later, but the install for this one is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter, since this is an easy install for anyone. This X-pipe from BBK is going to be for the GT Mustang owners out there that are looking for an affordable X-pipe that's going to maintain the use of cats and that's going to give a loud and raspy exhaust note. This X-pipe is going to make a big difference over the stock H-pipe, and it's also one of the most affordable X-pipe options out there. Looking more at the mid-pipe itself, we are looking at a 2 3/4 inch mid-pipe that's going to work with the factory headers or a set of BBK shorty headers. The X-pipe is mandrel bent, which is typical in exhaust, but the purpose of mandrel bending is to deliver smooth airflow. The smoother the pipe is, the smoother the airflow will be, which helps with velocity. Now, there are a few different types of materials that exhaust components are made out of, and the material of the mid-pipe is really going to drive the price point. This mid-pipe is aluminized tubing, and that's what helps to keep the BBK components more price-friendly than some of the other options that are out there. So aluminized tubing has some upsides and some downsides as well. Like I already said, this type of material is going to be more budget-friendly. The sacrifice that you make here, however, is that the metal is prone to rust and have corrosion over time, especially if it sees harsh road conditions. But if you live on the West Coast or your car isn't a daily, then it might not be a big deal to you. If you're looking for a ride or die system that's going to hold up and be everlasting over years and years, then you're better off shopping for a 304 stainless steel system instead. This is a catted X-pipe, and normally an X-pipe is going to give more of a louder, raspier sound as opposed to the deeper note of an H-pipe. The cats are high-flow race cats, so they're going to flow more than the factory cats would for sure, but I am going to hit again that these are high-flow race cats. And that means that they might not pass emissions, they might not be legal, and there is always that chance of the check engine light. Circling back around to price, you're looking at spending between $400 and $500 for this X-pipe right here. I will point out that catted mid-pipes, or catted pieces of exhaust in general, are going to cost more than off-road versions will. BBK does have an off-road version of this mid-pipe, which is going to be the same thing, just without the cats, and it's going to cost a little more than $150 less, so that's always an option. But at the end of the day, you're looking at both power and sound gains here, since the X-pipe will open up exhaust flow and net you a touch more horsepower and give you that change in sound as well. But just keep in mind that your gains will change depending on your setup and your tune. The install of the X-pipe is not difficult at all. It's just a basic mid-pipe swap that doesn't involve removing any other items or any cutting. You're looking at a 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about an hour's time in the garage. If you don't have much experience in this area, it is a good idea to get a knowledgeable helping hand, but either way, this is a mod that most people, even first-timers, can tackle themselves. If you do tackle this yourself, just know that you can do it on a jack and stands, but a lift would make it easier for sure. Like I said before, the mid-pipe is easy enough to install. You're going to need a few tools for the install, but at the end of the day, you're just looking at a few exhaust clamps here to get the factory mid-pipe out and the new one into place. You do have some pieces here with this X-pipe, so I just make sure to hang everything loosely until you have the exhaust all lined up and then tighten everything down. And don't forget that you should retighten everything once you pass some heat through the mid-pipe, just to make sure you won't have any exhaust leaks. Wrapping things up here, the BBK X-pipe is going to be a good option for anyone with a GT Mustang that's looking at running BBK shorty headers or the factory headers. It's an aluminized steel X-pipe that comes with high-flow race cats, and as always, you can check this mid-pipe out some more online for yourself. I'm Stephanie, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.